So it begins again, the live stream. Hello, welcome to the continuation of My Girlfriend is a Mermaid in Fairy Stories and Legends. A mermaid is a woman with a fish's tail and no legs who lives in the sea. So today I'm just gonna keep on moving, keep on pushing through, see how long I could last. Because my God, it's getting pretty bad. All right, so afternoon rolls around and it gets pretty hot and humid while the sun is beaming down intensely per usual. It feels oddly sultry, yet somewhat cool. Oh yes, that's sultry sun. That's sultry is not what? Regardless of the weather being so clammy. No, clammy is whatever. Anyway, I'm here right in the middle of the country field. The country field, by the way. After much fruitless effort, my face, throbbing and swollen as a result of last night's fight, is slowly but surely turning me into a disproportionate two-head high bobblehead of a man. You two-head high bobblehead. Yeah, you specifically. So I decided to try stopping by a clinic for the time being. I don't necessarily need any medical treatment, but I'm all out of options, so my hands are tied. I put my plan of making a keychain out of the scale I got from Ion the day before yesterday on hold due to ethical issues. Yeah, because you're kind of a creepazoid, Hiroto. At first, I considered nothing more than a big shiny considered it nothing more than a big shiny fish scale, but now that I'm really giving it some thought, it'd be the same as weaving a keychain out of someone else's hair, right? It's not much different from the perversion that a stalker or yandere would pull. Yeah, okay. Wow, I've been acting so perverted. Yes. The world is a mysterious place, despite my sample collecting being fueled by my pure, simple, and inquisitive scientific mind. If you change the perspective just a little, I turn into a regular old pervert. Oh my God, you're almost there, Hiroto. You're almost there. Is he gonna realize? Question. Although the sun is still expressing its presence, bright and bold in the sky, as the clouds gradually roll in, things on the ground below start to get sultry again. Sultry, that's not really how that word is used. Gauging for my penchant to get pain in the back when get a pain in my back when it starts raining, it doesn't seem like it'll take much time for the rain alarm system in my spine to activate. I've already wiped off my humidity fogged glasses. The face I see through the lenses is extremely swollen. Wait, you can see yourself in your glasses? What? And I look at the body that I pushed all this way with a mixture of emotions on my face. Rattle, 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 rattle. I have this giant two-wheeled cart here. There's no more optimal item to transport a big mermaid that's over 2 meters long, but still tough work pushing it the whole time in this heat and humidity. Ion tried to go for that stunt of using 2 long sticks as ski poles and moving the cart all by herself, but that was so tremendously dangerous that it made me get on my hands and knees and beg her to let me push the cart by hand myself. So as a result, I end up pushing the cart by hand by myself. Wait. After what happened in the previous episode where he basically engaged in sexual assault, why are they still hanging out? It doesn't... Wow. Okay. Hiroto. Ion yells in sync with the rattling of the cart hitting the ground. Didn't we already have this scene? This was like very similar to before. Okay. Seems like she's having fun. Her voice sounds like what it would if you stand and speak in front of an electric fan, which makes sense. It's the rhythmic rattling. I'm an alien from outer space. No, you're a mermaid. The countryside is tranquil. The sun is blazing, the humidity is high, the cicadas can be heard, and the boy carries a mermaid. Well, more like you're pushing one along. Despite my best efforts to depict the scenery of the tranquil and typical countryside, it ends with talking about the mermaid. It turns the mundane into fantasy in a mere instant. This is the power mermaids hold. Yeah, I get it. I get that she's a mermaid. I understand. As I walk while towing the cart for a while, I see an elderly person resting in the shade of a tree. Should I ask for directions and say hello while I'm at it? Yes. Good afternoon. Oh, rabbit's foot. What? Stare. Lear. Are you the son of the Wazits with the persimmon treehouse, right? My personal info has already been spread around this to strangers who don't even know my dad's name. Every single old person I meet, everyone knows. Has there been that much of a drop in outsiders coming to this village? I know I'm an outsider, but I am a oh my gosh. That rare of a commodity? The answer is no. It shouldn't surprise me now, but still. Is there a medical clinic or village assembly hall in this neighborhood? Medical clinic. Well, if that ain't got nostalgic ring to it. What? The old man puts a long pipe that's been in his mouth, completely unlit, on the ground, and slowly pushes air that is completely untainted by smoke out of his lungs. What? What? Is this a reference to something? I don't know. The bizarre letters on the t-shirt he's wearing have piqued my interest. Is this a fashion statement in the village? Never thought I'd hear that word used in this village. You're quite the daring boy. Since when has medical clinic become taboo? It is taboo. The word clinic is a great offense to our people. Still, medical clinics don't go existent here anymore. I guess you should stop looking for one. Okay, yeah. This is really annoying. The old man then lights up a long pipe in his mouth, though I don't think there's anything even close to packing inside of that pipe. Is he just fake smoking? Quit it. Quit the hard-boiled act over simple conversation about a clinic, bud. This here village and clinics have a sad legend behind them. Want to hear it? I don't want to hear your sad legend. It seems super duper eager to talk about medical clinics, even though he just suggested that I shouldn't be looking for one. No thanks. The old man clicks his tongue in disappointment. He definitely has a lot of free time on his hands. By the way, what's that little lady? By the way, why is that little lady behind you a fish? Well, you see, the mermaid is eloquently called out. No, I've been so acclimated to spending my days with this mermaid that I forgot the fact that she's actually a fantastic creature. No, you didn't. You just had like the previous thing, like the previous scene. You were complaining about how it turned everything into a fantasy. What the fuck? It's like they wrote every section independent of every other section. I am no longer intent on hiding her. Somewhere along the line, the extraordinary has become the ordinary for me. Except it didn't, because you just said it wasn't like 5 seconds ago. Sigh. Youngsters nowadays can turn into a fish too, eh? What a fine world we're living in. It's quite a fine world indeed. Perhaps mermaids aren't entities that spark any sort of surprise in this village. How did this place manage to turn out like this? I don't know. Ion hides her face in the cart yet again. Don't hide your face. Hide your freaking tail. Your tail, girl. By the way, Sonny, what happened to your face? I got beat up by a priestess in the middle of the night. Oh, I see. So we've got priestesses beating up people nowadays, eh? The world sure is a scary place, I tell ya. Ah, yes, well, the world is indeed a scary place. The old man then lies down like he's lost all interest in the conversation. I don't feel like I should be insistent, so I'll just move along. As such, I take Ion and start walking again until... By the way, do you remember her name? Pardon? The old man suddenly poses an odd question. The girl you're carrying around, have you forgotten her name? Does he have forgotten Ion's name or not? Why would I forget it? If you remember it, then that's good. It's been... Oh my god, the mermaid magic is coming back. So as long as he remembers Ion's name, Ion doesn't turn into a fish. I don't know. This is making no sense. It really isn't. As I walk, pushing the cart for a while longer, Ion comes back into action after being curled up into a ball inside. Even while I talk to the old man, she's been hiding inside the cart, not saying a word. Oh, tears. It's a little weird for me to be saying this, but Ion's awkwardness around people is off the charts. I'm not good with talking with guys who aren't gay. Ooh. What? What? This is new. Well, that makes me gay? You're not gay? I'm not. Quit looking disappointed, you. What the heck is with all this gay stuff? Speaking of which, I had mentioned that someone had been taking care of her while she was living in the ravine, but shrine close to that ravine, all those books of men copulating in them. Ion's insistence that I'm gay. Please don't tell me the person who took care of her was... Yeah, it's definitely Rin. It was pretty obviously Rin from the beginning. We have no idea if Rin is gay. Rin is just a femboy. It's totally fine. I don't understand. You can be a straight femboy. That's a thing. I don't understand why they're... I don't know. Are you talking about me? Eck. I push the cart that Ion is in at a speed greater than the law of cycles, making a break for it in the opposite direction. Crap, that blasted priestess. She's dead set on Wait, oh, is it priestess? Okay. Is Rin trans or a femboy? I don't understand. She's dead set on burying me in the dark, smelly, dank ground. This is the end, but I don't need to worry. As I'm fast on my feet, as long as she doesn't nab me, I'll be fine. You can't run away. Please wait. Why are you running away? Eek. She catches me in 0.5 seconds. I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to eat you. I'm not going to bury you. Honestly. Don't come near me. Get any closer and I'll cry. Finally! Why in the world are you avoiding me so hard? Because I'm gay and I can't resist a femboy. Why are you asking your fists and testosterone? Try asking your fists and testosterone that question. What? Stay back. Don't touch me. Don't close to attack range. Step back while hiding the cart with Ion in it behind me. Darn, I was out here to get treatment for my wounds, but now I'm about to get buried alive. What should I do? What should I do and how should I do it? As long as she doesn't notice Ion, we should be. What's the cart for? Uh-oh. I'm playing Dog of Flanders. It has nothing to do with you, Priestess. What? I'd like to play. That's how she reacts, huh? I've never heard of a priestess of the East imitating a dog from the West. We live in globalized times. Como estas? Fuck. Alright, that's very weird. That expression doesn't fit with the context at all. You need to brush up on your Espanol. This is why slacking is dangerous. That wasn't me just now. That was Madam. Do you think you're going to pin your Spanish flum on the deity instead? I'm afraid to think how the priestess of this country will be turning out. I didn't make any mistake. Okay. Yeah, now you're not admitting. I'm pretty sure I have heard Spanish speakers use the word fuck. I know it's not like a Spanish word, but come on, it's a common enough word. People know what it is. Now you're not admitting to your own mistakes. Some deity you are, not being able to make that small of a concession. I'm afraid to think of how the priestesses of this country will be turning out again. I'm sorry. The priestess apologizes meekly as they look down towards the ground. All I can see is a cute girl. In all honesty, where have they tossed their testosterone away? Are they really a guy? Oh, Hiroto. Does it matter? Does it matter at all? The answer is no. No, stop. It was the same way last night. But when I speak with them, I get all shaken up and find myself rambling more and more because I am horny, apparently. Apparently, Hiroto's just horny. All right. I'm good enough to be able to easily communicate with so many. 2 mermaids. Now I have a life form standing before me that's pretty difficult to approach properly. Are they though? How should I get out of this dilemma? At least I have to get Ion out of here safely. Oh, Nissan. Long time no see. Ion-san, what's going on? Darn, they are friends, huh? Yep, they know each other. So, just to be clear, the person who took care of you when you were living in the ravine was this person, correct? Yeah. Preparing your meals every day? Uh-huh. So the person who made the old vacant house livable again was this same person? I'm sorry for using it without permission. I borrowed it a bit of the farmlands as well. It takes money in order to care for 2 mermaids. Don't get your face all close to me out of nowhere. Actually, don't come close to me at all. Be gone from my sight. Looking at your face, even now makes me think that the earth will be kicking me in the face soon. Although I owe it to their care that Ion hasn't turned feral. They may have tried to bury me alive, but I should be grateful that they took good care of Ion nevertheless. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Also, using my vacant house without permission, I mean, there's nothing that was missing, and it's thanks to her that the transition was so easy. Oh well, behold, this scientifically sound country-bred empathy at work. What? Okay. In that case, I would appreciate it if you teach me how to raise a mermaid. Yeah! Thank you! Raise. God damn it. Hiroto, you're gonna get kicked in the face. I was thinking of rearing another mermaid myself, you see. I'm already rearing it, but alas. They live in the water. Yes, I'm well aware. Some students they also live on land. Well, I'd say they mostly live on land. And importantly, just give them the same kind of food as humans eat, right? Oh my, so you're already familiar. Well, I do have a definite feeling that I've had this same conversation somewhere before. Well, in that case, there's an individual who knows how to maintain a mermaid other than myself. The fact that they live in water and on land, and that people should give them some food, really kind of secret data. The clouds, the dirt, heck, even Petticoat know that much. So why is she already in battle mode? What does she intend to do, undoing to said individual? Who's talking right now? I feel like I just entered a Chinese room situation. Oh, it's alright. The one who taught me that a mermaid, it's alright. The one who taught me that is a mermaid themselves, so... The one that was with you at the shrine? Right, I have to bury them. Don't bury anyone. Come on, why are you fertilizing the ground so darn much? It's just a joke. It doesn't seem like you're joking. I'm telling you that it's a joke. I don't think it's a joke. Yikes. In any case, I'll ignore this matter. No use in me putting myself up for the slaughter. Besides, they said they won't bury me, so that's that. Okay, yeah, alright, easy. Nissan, you met Hiroto before? Yes, last time we met, I was really trying to dig deep at him. So you two have gotten really acquainted? Oh my! Rin! No, literally digging deep to bury me in the ground, not picking my brain to get to know me better. Oh, that's good. Your face is saying burying him might not see much of that. That's not what the face says. It's just creepy. Yeah, it might not be such a bad idea just once. Knock it off. Why is she acting like I've got the cat out of the bag? Don't tell me she's seriously considering. Serious? Not joking? Wait a second. Hold up. Why are their faces like so in the? It's just weird. Oh, Hiroto-san, I was gonna ask you to come over, go over there for just a second. Oh, why are we in the middle of serious discussion here? Well, it's a little bit of girl talk, you see. Aren't they supposed to be a guy? I don't think that Hiroto is well prepared to have discussions about gender. Shoot, I forgot. Forgot what? Just because you can't tell me doesn't mean you shouldn't intimidate me with your expression. Just what are you trying to discuss anyway? Are you going to bury me? Is it about my burial? Are they plotting to double team bury me? Yes, that's what they're gonna do. Do that and get money out of me or something? Aya starts staring daggers at me. Her eyes are clearly telling me to buzz off. Well, okay then. What on earth could those two be discussing in such great length? I don't know. Probably how Hiroto's a freaking terrible person. I stay where I am for a while, but they call up the madam who threatens to bury me again, so I leave the area for the time being. That madam character must be one of those spirits that descends upon priestesses they always talk about or something. I go over to a spot where I can't hear the two conversing and stand there spacing out. So the guy gets left out of the loop while the girls talk amongst themselves. Oh my god, Hiroto's starting to accept alternate gender identities. Huh? What? No, back up. That priestess admitted they were a guy, right? However, Aya addresses them as Nissan, which is big sister, didn't she? Plus, I'm sure I heard them say, shoot, I forgot. What? Is Hiroto discovering gender fluidity for the first time? Oh my god. Well, their features look perfectly like a cute girl's, however their chest is as flat as a guy's. Yeah, okay. Alright. This is how... Oh my god, is this one of the worst human beings on planet Earth starting to understand something? This doesn't make any sense. Could it possibly be that not even they know? What? Maybe our priestess has even lost their gender identity due to the split personalities? Does it matter? Alright, if we assume that they're a guy, that would mean that Ion is having a private chat with another guy right now, and they're leaving me out of the loop. Stop! It's a revolting thought. Because remember, rival, I guess? I don't know. Huh? Why? Why is Ion talking to another guy such a revolting prospect to me? Gee, I don't know. Maybe because you're horny as hell and you have a really toxic view of how relationships work. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does. I'm willing to bet the realm of male-female relationships is something that needs systematic research to fully comprehend. Also, the research shows that gender is largely a social construct, so let's get on that. And before the weird chuds like jump in the comments, which hasn't happened, well, it's happened a little bit. Just gonna point out, gender is different from biological sex, and everybody is talking about it this way except for you guys. So you either need to like get on the train or just like not say anything. As the sun gradually gets obscured by the clouds, Ion and the priestess engross themselves in conversation. I can't see anything from here. I can't really make out the situation either. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. It's bugging me indeed. Oh, bugger. It's immediately extremely, indubitably, lethally bugging me. My inquisitive mind is going to explode. Is it? Like, this gender binary is fake. Should I go and eavesdrop? No. What should I do? You should... Yeah, succumb to your morally sound sense of ethics. Don't eavesdrop, you dingus. Approximately 15 minutes pass and I hear the priestess say, now's a good time to head back. And then... Can you raise Rin-ni-san? What? What are you talking about? Might it be possible for me to stay over at your house tonight, Hiroto-san? Oh my god, they're all gonna bang. Does this mean they're coming to my house now? I am terribly sorry. I'm quite short on rations as it is, you see. And you have farmland in the back of the house, do you not? You should have all sorts of items there. How do you know about that? I mentioned it earlier, yeah. I said that I borrowed some of it without permission. Yeah, agreed. Why are you cultivating the fields on someone else's property? You don't get enough out of making my house your own personal vacation villa. You go ahead and play weekend farmer in the fields too? Hiroto, what the fuck? Have people over. What are you so concerned? Rin's a cool person. I mean, it would be a weed field if she had let it be. It's not that big of a deal. Abandoning it would be the worst option here anyway. Besides, it seems like it's been helpful towards taking care of Ion. That being said, still, I'll cook dinner tonight. We welcome you with open arms. Wow! That's not how hospitality works. Oh, yay. That's not the face of yay. The priestess is invited over to the house. Hooray! Dave, scene 4, night unlocked. Okay. I don't know what that means. Our priestess's skills in the kitchen, interesting, far exceed anything I ever imagined. How is she able to make such a perfectly healthy full-course meal with just some canned goods and a few different vegetables from the fields? Gee, I don't know. Is this scientifically possible? Yes. No! First, before we touch on that, there's clearly meat in these dishes. I saw them go into the mountains for a second earlier, but what kind of meat is this? There's something else. So when'd you get acquainted with my friend Ion here? A tactical diversion. It hasn't been 2 years since we've come to know one another. What? More importantly, Hiroto-san, I heard you haven't kept in contact with my friend Ion-san for 10 years. True. She is quite right. I can't retort that. I just fold my hands and eat my food. Like what? Like this? Fold your hands like this. It's time to eat. Yeah, that's how it works. That's what it looks like. That's how you do it. Thank you for the meal. You're very much welcome. Thank you for the meal. Give me meat. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you get him, Pedico. Chaos is unfolding. I hate for myself for not being surprised at all. As soon as Ion finishes dinner, she goes up to the rooftop all by herself for some reason. She looks kind of sad as I see her walk away. Oh my god, I know what it's gonna happen here. Here's my theory. Rin is gonna try to seduce Hiroto, and Hiroto is either not going to know what to do or I actually get a choice. However, putting that to the side, okay, because this is a dumb situation, just 100% dumb. I hate it, but this could be it. What are you doing here? The ingredients here called me. Oh, I picked her up on the way here. Please don't randomly pick up mermaids. No, I'm gonna have to bury her sooner or later anyway. What? You're going to bury her? Bury her. I closed the gap between Pedico and the priestess. How are you able to deduce that this is the same mermaid that I saw that book with me? Take a look if you please. If you poke this girl as so. What? Johnson's flushed body arches like a bow. Oh, Billy, plunge your mighty Excalibur deep inside of me. Yes, I want to read whatever this is a reference to, because that sounds really badly written. Plunge your Excalibur. Oh, Arthur, make me your scabbard. See? Ah, crap. Don't system restore on that. If you have time to remember that crap, you should spend it remembering your own name. By the way, where am I? My house. Who are you? You're Oni-chan. Oh, so cute. Also, Hiroto's arms, exactly like how Ga. Petiko leaps with mermaid power, glumping at my hips for whatever reason. She then starts rubbing her gills up against my abdomen. Weird. I was afraid she'd break my lumbar. She has a somewhat pond mud odor. Ah, what a slightly raw smell. Don't tell me that she's been wiping off with my clothes, right? Does she wash her body? She's in the river all the time. Does it matter? Just properly wash herself. She tagged along with Aion when she went to the shower a little while ago, but... Oni-chan, I'm really concerned for her future. You're hitting it off quite well with her, aren't you? The priestess speaks in a slightly surprised tone. We ended up hitting it off before I even realized. She's actually a creature that's easy to get friendly with by default, you see. She also doesn't have any memories, so I'm not sure about that. Are you saying it's easy to be friendly with a child who loses their memories each and every day? Yep. Bryn, you got it. You figured it out. Yeah. I think Rin is a much better human person than Hiroto. Huh? What did you just say? No, it's nothing. Did you just say something? I said it's nothing. Okay, so here's Petiko definitely can't remember diddly squat every day. I don't know how that works, but that's just the case. Spirit channeling when odds are against you, huh? It's bugging me. It's very much so. Extremely, absolutely, extraordinarily, fatally so. I am bugged in a scientific way. I'm sorry, but what do you mean by what you just said right now? Darling. Suddenly grips my hips into a viciously strong full Nelson? Okay. She's freakishly strong. It hurts. It hurts so much. It really freaking hurts. So a mermaid's power isn't just in their tail, but in their lower body as a whole, isn't it? Sure, yeah. This needs to be put into my essay. You're not my darling. Who are you? Who's not whose darling? Do whatever you want. I'm your Oni-san. Yay! She drops me in an instant and goes to glomp the priestess. I've avoided a cracked lumbar, but I have a strange feeling that I got my puppy taken away from me. This is how you do it. What? That makes 0 sense. Petiko and the priestess start making merry with Mother. What? Like they're a real couple of... I don't know. Making merry with one another? What is this? What is this? Like this is the Shakespearean version? Ah, yes, we will make merry with one another and have many japes. Let's see, with one of, they're like a real couple of sisters. Well, she's a guy, but still, God, just does it matter, Hiroto? Come on. You're making merry, leaving, the 2B and going to look for Aion. I went out to the rooftop. Okay, well, nope. My theory didn't come true at all. Oh, the dim clouds and high humidity is spreading a warning that says H2O is going to drop in 10 seconds every which way. Then, oh, hi, Aion. Aion is leaning against the veranda, gazing up at the sky vacantly. A mermaid gazing up at the night sky as rain is on the horizon. It almost sounds like it should be in poetry. Or a blacklight painting. As I look at her like this, I get the feeling that Aion's balance as a mermaid is extremely on point. She's a Masu, but she's not a Masu, sort of like that. I sit next to Aion. What are you up to? I'm looking at the air. I see. Having fun. It's unique. The air of our house seems to be unique. I sit by Aion and observe the air with her. Not like I can see it, but I do it. It's a human's dynamic vision isn't able to see air, though I'm not sure whether mermaids can, though. Basically, a human observing the air can't derive any sort of particular enjoyment out of it. That's why I should try clearing up one minor doubt right here and now. Are you a mermaid, Ion? By the way, Ion, why do you call that one Nissan?
お姉さんみたい
Because
だ
they're
から
like a sister, despite being a guy.
リン姉さんは
Rina-san is a
女だけど。
girl, though. Yeah, there. Okay, so I'm gonna go side with Team Trans. Stop just assuming like. Wait, I'm so confused because like. Actually, the only indication we have that Rin, at one point might have been assigned male at birth is Rin mentioned that in a fight. I'm very confused. Okay. Okay, it's been confusing, and now I'm even more confused. So let's see. That priestess looks like a girl, identifies themselves as a guy. Ion thinks they're a girl. They engross themselves in a man-on-man romance books. They have no chest, that's not indicative of anything. I mean, shoot, I have bigger boobs than some people. They have no chest, indicative of a boy. The voice is clearly a girl, so this basically means it seems like a problem I can draw. It doesn't seem like a problem I can draw an immediate conclusion to. I'll let it sit. I'm sure that it'll get a chance to reveal the truth eventually. The conversation peters out. The mood feels too awkward to just throw out a conversation starter. Ion stares vacantly at the scenery outside as rainfall is around the corner, almost completely aside from the occasional flap of her tail. I don't know what she's thinking of or if she's really observing the air. It's just been sitting there next to Ion the entire time. Hiroto, do you remember anything from when we were kids? I don't remember much aside from teasing you and getting beat up. I see. Silence. The mood is awkward. That reminds me, it has already been 10 years since my family moved, hasn't it? If you'd moved to the city too, we probably could have become reconnected and met in a much simpler way, like using cell phones and SNS. Is SNS a messaging service, or does he mean SMS? I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's look that up. Is cell phones SNS? SNS. Let's see. Social networking service. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's legit. All right, it's fine. I'm doing okay. I never would have guessed you'd turn into a mermaid and start living in the ocean. Dummy! She doesn't live in the ocean, she lives in the river. That was like a thing earlier. We're like, well, it doesn't make sense that you're a mermaid because mermaids live in the ocean, but you're in a river. Like, come on. I'm sorry for turning into a mermaid. Don't apologize to this motherfucker, Ion. Just tell him to fuck off. You don't need to apologize. Silence descends again. However, Ion looks straight at me instead of outdoors around us. Stare back at Ion. The staring contest commences. The first to close their eyes loses. Approximately 10 seconds later, Ion blinks her eyes first. Ha ha! Human prowess prevails! A single tear drops from Ion's eye. Why are you crying over losing a simple staring match? I should be taking the fact that mermaids have eyes that are on the weak side, or taking the fact that mermaids have eyes that are on the weak side. Oh, confusing. I look over at Ion's eyes for a bit. Don't do that. Ion averts her gaze. I continue staring at What is this? Is this what romance is? This isn't how romance. This is what I really hope nobody took this as like this is how real love works. This is how love works. No, it's not. This is not at all. I continue staring at Ion so hard that she starts getting embarrassed. I see her react like this amusing. Seeing her react like this is amusing to no end. Always has been. Always has been. Attempting to embarrass her goes on until. I can feel the aura of danger drifting in the air, so I decide to call it quits. Mermaids are difficult creatures indeed. That's when... Hi! Huh? Ion suddenly approaches me, handing something over to me and falling back. Several thin, shimmering pieces of something are stuck together in a small loop. Are these... mermaid scales! Wait a minute. I'm trying not to forget the bad context of Hiroto sexually harassing Ion earlier. They're yours. I suddenly get gifted a scale keychain from the mermaid. Why are you giving me your scales? Don't you like collecting stuff like this? Well, of course I do. Did you see me take your scale before? Apparently Ion has yet to catch on to the fact that I have caught on. Say, Ion, you know, if you change the perspective and think about this, don't you think it's the same as you made a keychain out of your hair and gave it as a present? Oh, smooth, Hiroto. Smooth like a shark. Oh, wow. Nice. Here's a precious gift and a kind of like, I don't know, trying to get past the fact that you sexually harassed me, and then, oh, never mind. Here you go. I assumed that this would happen, so I already hit the deck on all fours. The tail whiffs over my head as a result. If I got hit by that, I'd probably have my memory wiped. Give it back. Yeah! No. Okay. I pause before Ion speaks. The pause before Ion speaks is gone. And just as I suspected, she's actually shaken up over this. Wow. Yeah, give it back, dude. What the fuck? You gave me a gift, so it'd be rude to give it back, wouldn't it? No, just give it back! She's demanding it. You're a pervert. Yes. More like you are, considering you gave it to me. Just shut up, Hiroto. Shut your goddamn mouth. Huh. Ion turns her back at me in a fit of pouty rage. It seems that, for the most part, having her scales is A-okay. No, what? This thing is like a fever dream. Sure, there's an immoral dilemma involved, but a mermaid scale keychain, isn't that an item you can just... That isn't an item you can just easily get your hands on, you know? I should probably put it away for safekeeping while I'm at it, shouldn't I? What should I do here? There's definitely a moral dilemma here. Alright, here's what I'll do. I'm finally getting some choices, so that's nice. I'll go down the staircase on the side of the rooftop to the yard. Ion sluggishly follows me down. Question mark. I take Ion's scales and bury them under the persimmon tree and make a prayer hands and pay my respect. Please save passage to the hereafter. I'm not dead. Just give her the goddamn keychain back, motherfucker. Alright, just... Since the scale keychain would make me feel awkward whether I keep it or toss it, this is how I end up dealing with it. Okay, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed now. Okay. Today has been another extremely tiring day. I've got that whole scale matter squared away too. I turn away from Ion and she seemingly spaces out by herself. I'm about to return to my room, but Hiroto. Suddenly Ion calls out and stops me. What's up? She's the one who's calling me, yet she has nothing to say. What's up, Begoma? I'm Ion Coma. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm Ion Coma. Question. Remember it. Ion then scuttles off into courtyard in a spaced out mood. Ion once again turns herself away from me, so there's nothing left for me to do but go back to my room. I feel like her voice has been trembling the whole time, but there's something going on. There's something going on. Hiroto's oblivious like always. Alright, I'm not sure. It's all lacking a scientific basis. It's definitely not. I go up to the second floor to find Rinsan and Petiko both enjoying their slumbers, snuggled in each other's arms. They clean up the dishes sometime along as then as well. Whoa, the priestess's clothes. How can she sleep while still wearing clothes that drape over that much? I clap the slightly dusty futon blanket I have stored in my closet and cover both Rinsan and Petiko with it. They'll both probably be a jumbo sushi roll come tomorrow morning. Oh. I look out my window and see that rain just started to come down in buckets. Scene day 5 morning unlocked. Okay. Once upon a time... Those words are magical in the sense that they eliminate the need to clarify the era in which the story you're about to tell takes place. Nevertheless, oh god, Hiroto, you're like insufferable. Nevertheless, as long as these words are in place, you automatically mentally picture scenery straight out of historical story or folktale, so it's a truly bizarre thing. In any case, it's upon a time, I guess, in a country village adjacent to the sea where lived a man with the last name Coma. He was said to run a factory that made shoes that protected the soles of people's feet at the time. At any rate, on that day, Coma said received a large order for shoes. He went home in a good mood. It would seem that nothing was out of the ordinary up until that point. Up until he had historical first, meeting a mermaid by the side of the wharf. There were some fishermen at the wharf of the village who had caught a mermaid and were arguing whether they should snack on it raw, deep fry it first, or snack on it in a more sexually explicit way. Creepy. From the turns of their conversation, it seemed that no mermaids weren't quite the legendary creatures we've come to know back then. Well, then again, this same world, you can get a dog, monkey, and a pheasant to join your group if you give them sweet dumplings, and love melts a beautiful young Yuki Ono. What? So it's not really all that strange. In any case, Koma-san tried to ignore what was going on and pass by, but when he tries to take a peek at the mermaid, their eyes met. Her gaze struck at his sympathy, and the mermaid was crying buckets. Okay. Her expression was filled with doubt and scorn as she wondered why humans would try to eat a life form that has taken human form. Above all else, even though Koma-san was old enough, he had never had any contact with a girl before. He was a cherry boy, a virgin male, so to speak. Okay. The mermaid was essentially a beautiful young girl, true to how they are known in many legends. The beautiful girl staked her life on the power of her gaze, and it instantly gripped the heart of Koma-san, the virgin wizard who spent his days cooped up in a factory making fucking shoes. The flag of romance between him and the beautiful girl raised for the first time in his life, which caused the virgin to be proactive. I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, I don't understand the obsession with virginity. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you were to let the mermaid go. No doing there, pal. Really? I'd take her by force then. A spectacular battle scene unfolded on the pier. However, the muscles of the fishermen, strengthened by turning oars and pulling nets on boats, were big and beautiful. Hold on. Violence is not the answer. Yeah, okay. What's that? Violence is not the answer. You're crazy if you're trying to teach us a life lesson. We can't just give up the mermaid. Quit trying to get us to be, quit trying to get us to be in the spirit of catch and release. However, the virgin with the beautiful girl before him, put before him was persistent. Love, yes, it's the power of love. All right, I'll buy them off. How much? How much will it take? Huh? Love, huh? All right, I'll buy them off. How much? How much will it take? The power of money. Oh, come on. You think you beat us with the power of money? We're prideful men of the sea. A little money won't crack us. Now, how much are we talking, mister? 10 Rio. Mister, how much do you think she is, might I ask? Oh my, you came here not knowing the current market price for mermaids. 20 Rio. Ryo? I don't know Japanese currency. We're giving you one heck of a discount here, you know. 14. 18. We're not budging on the price anymore. I'll pay all up front. Then 15. Call. Koma-san suddenly attained the mermaid for 15 gold Rio. However, Koma-san's head started to blank out because of the transaction. He found himself already emotionally drained. This is actually kind of funny. As if all of his bluster before was an illusion, Koma-san released the mermaid back into the ocean without making a single move. Ah, that's the virgin for you. However, Oni-san, huh? Well, I'd like to repay you for saving me. How? As such, he spent a passionate night with the mermaid. According to the legend, eating a mermaid meant to eat it in this context. What? Incidentally, it was extremely fierce. It's better not to think about how to spend a passionate night with a partner who has a fish for a lower body. I mean, that's how legends usually go, right? Okay, what's the point of this? The mermaid then said that she will never forget the passionate night they shared before departing. As such, Koma-san's magic spell had been broken. After a few months, Koma-san had a sudden reunion with the mermaid at sea. Koma-san, the child is your baby. This child is your baby. Eck. Until she said that and left the baby in his care, she then departed once again. How? The baby in question seemed to be closer to human than mermaid, biologically speaking. Koma-san took good care of that child as a single father. Also, he owned a shoe factory, so he was probably pretty wealthy. And the child displayed incredible talent and prowess, almost proving that had mermaid blood coursing through their veins. They also took up being a shaman as a profession. They were very active when it came to driving off crooked officials who would try to research Koma-san's ancestors' gravesites by using wizardry. What? Also, apparently they came to the conclusion that they could live an easy life if clout was added to their wizardry. The child studied, took the civil service exam, and got a high-ranking position. Okay. After all, stable housing and an annual income make all the difference in this world. The important thing to gather from this story is neither the night of passion between Koma-san and the mermaid, nor that having clout is totally awesome. The fact that ever since this event, the Koma-san lineage, mermaids, started to be born on rare occasions is an important takeaway from this story. It's nothing more than one of the many tales passed by word of mouth in this country. No different from the tale of the guy who gave dumplings to a dog, monkey, and pheasant, and them joining his party. This is a reference to something. I don't know what. There isn't even an ocean near this village. More importantly, if we start from the part where the mermaids begin to be birthed into Koma-san's lineage, you can't find any tales of humans giving birth to mermaids anywhere in this country. There's just not being any more... there just not being any is one thing. Okay, they're just not being any is one thing, but not a single person has recollection of them, and there's no way that all of them just up and disappeared as if there were no record of anyone in the first place. Okay, in the end, it's nothing more than a legend. Yeah, okay. That's right. That's what I think. That's what I think, too. That's why I'm going to expose the truth. Scientifically, of course. Yes, scientifically. Yes. It's still coming down outside, which is making my lower back ache and sharp pain. Seeing that Rinsan is the first to wake up and has put on her patented priestess makeup in the blink of an eye and has gotten herself looking positively radiant, I call out to her. Rinsan, are you a girl or a boy? Well, naturally, I'm a guy. Okay. On the verge of slipping up, it seems that they were a genuine gender identity crisis, but it doesn't Ion call you Nissan? Shoot, I forgot. What did I hear them say? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, I have to wonder. Suddenly, you bring your face closer. Stay back. Don't put me square inside your attack range. Maybe I'm a girl. I don't think you're answering I don't think you should be answering a question with a question like that. Maybe I'm a girl. I guess that's a question. At any rate, I have a girl's face, don't I? I agree with you on that. Okay, so Rin is gender confused. You're questioning. That's fine. It's a good place to be. You know, sometimes you just gotta question that gender. I agree with you on that point. Yes. Also, my body. Your chest is a man's for sure. Yes. Try taking a hint. You don't need a third party here. Third party, how rude, madam. You and I are of one mind and body. Or the madam and I are of one mind and body. Hermaphrodite? Punch! Okay, priestess punch. Gua. A fist instantly appears before my eyes and stops just short. I couldn't see it coming. I really couldn't see it coming. Is something like this actually possible? No, Hiroto, it isn't. You're just not very good at fighting. You're just like a little... you're just a little titty baby, Hiroto. You just can't do anything right. Is something like this actually possible? If that had hit me, I probably would have bit the big one. They say the fists of someone who's seriously into martial arts are nothing more than blips of light to the layman's eyes, but I never expected to experience that fact firsthand. If you ever utter those foolish words out of your mouth again, I really will punch your lights out. Yikes, this is scary stuff. Please have some self-control, madam. I know you're upset, but if you really punch this person, he will certainly die. Never say die. I mean, I've already almost been killed multiple times by now. Geek! Alright, let's see. They throw out a kick while sitting down, which stops just short of my face. How are they able to pull off these moves that ignore the laws of physics and do it in a priestess outfit? Is this, Caporia? Yeah, I don't know. Bear print socks? What? No. By the time I realized that I'm making out with the floor where Rin said, no, maybe it's Madame, whoever it is, they're grinding the back of my head in the floor with their foot. Oni-chan, Oni-chan. Huh? SMM roleplay. Silence fish. It's not. That's not what it is. You know, some people would pay a lot of money to have them to be ground into the floor, Hiroto. It's not. That's not what it is. I don't even want to do this. I'm not a masochist, darn it. Maybe you are. I shall make you breakfast. That will make things even. Rinsan gives up on stomping on the back of my head, blushes as if coming back to their senses, then runs off. I've even been thinking about this over and over. But what kind of deity is Madame Ito or whatever? Why do they so easily rely on people like they're feeding off them? Are they a ghost? I don't know. Japan's got a lot of deities that are just kind of like, you know, it's like, this is my day job. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't understand, like, traditional religions of most places, but... The thing is that there's multiple levels of deity here. There's not just like, you know, we're not talking like, you know, the Allah or anything. We're talking like, you know, it's like Pan, you know. Everybody likes Pan, right? I end my makeout session with the floor and instead point my face towards the onlookers. Oni-chan, huh? Oni-chan, what are you? I'm Ion Coma. Wait, Pedico's name is Billy? What? No, it isn't. That's not your name. God, what is it you're storing the most unnecessary memories? Billy! Oh, Billy. Plunge your Excalibur into me. Outside them, almighty rain gives life to the soil as it continues to pour down. This is pretty bad. Quite boring today, isn't it? Bored. Yeah, I agree. Also bored. Why are you looking at me while saying that? Why are you all swarmed all over the house? This house is my parents' legal this is the house of my parents' legal heir, i.e. me. But I've been the one maintaining this place from time to time, the fields included. Johnson has been maintaining the reservoir. No! You've been maintaining it. Also, I'm begging you, please go back to being Pettico. I've just had about enough of Billy and Johnson. Okay, that's an unusually long set of ellipses. I maintain the air. So you haven't been maintaining anything. Quite boring today, isn't it? Bored. Okay, again, endless loops. Is this like a thing in visual novels? I've been playing things like Danganronpa, and this is not a thing. As rain falls here in that countryside where computers don't exist, it starts feeling... Computers can exist in the countryside? Come on! I mean, I'm not technically in a rural area, but I have lived in rural areas, and you could get computers there. It's totally possible. As rain falls in the countryside, where computers don't exist, it starts feeling like I'm on a school trip where all the day's plans are put on hold due to rain, and I'm spinning my wheels in a hotel. Also, no matter how apt of a fighter Rinsan is, they can't climb the mountain in that priestess outfit in the rain. As for Pettico, well, if I tell her to beat it, then she'll go back to the pond in the rain, but that's not something that sits with me on an ethical level. How have I ended up needing to deal with everything using my ethics? I want to deal with it using science, darn it. Well, in that case, let's goof around. Uh-oh. I hope YouTube doesn't censor this. Uh-huh. We decided to goof off. Oh, good. They're just hanging out. Normally, if this situation were to happen during a school trip, I would be peeping in the girls' bath, peeping in the girls' changing room, peeping up the girls' skirts as they engage in ping pong, but unfortunately I can't do that now. Hiroto! Hiroto, you're a sexual predator! That's not okay. Huh? Ping pong won't do... Ping pong won't do for these girls anyway. I need to think of something a little more practical. Any suggestions? Shall we play the word chain game? You know, the chain, the last letter to the first? Anyway, I'll start off first. Ladies man. Nitrogen. Let's try again. Staff. Silicon. One more time. Boys love. Einsteinium. Wow, Hiroto's a science boy. Yaoi. Isoprene. Isoprene, yeah, I mean, sure. Isoprene, what is that? Let's see, it's got the E, it's an organic molecule, and it's in a weird shape. I know that. What was that? CH, yeah, so it's got the no, isopropylene maybe. Whatever. This is a drag. So I need to keep losing on purpose. It's not much fun if I keep winning this. Why don't we try a quiz? Quiz, nice. A quiz is perfect. A quiz? I feel like Pettico would be at a crazy disadvantage, but oh well, let's see what everyone else says. Let's do it. An interested expression. It looks like she was thinking of asking, what's a quiz? Sitting all huddled on the cramped second floor while it's raining is pretty stifling. Maybe I should open the door and expand the area to the stairs. Ooh, hey, look, a new background. Okay, I'll start things off. Oh, stop. Rinsan suddenly sits properly on her knees in a dignified manner with their priestess outfit fluttering. They look extremely cool. Maybe they are a guy after all. Yeah, because ladies can't look cool. As such, Rinsan takes the first turn in the quiz showdown. Two men panting heavily as they take off their clothes, revealing their sweat-drenched bodies to one another, present their essential goods, and bask in each other's aroma and scent. What is this act called? It's called mercantilism. Science punch. My instinct-driven punch completely whiffs. Science punch. What are you doing? Well, I almost soiled myself. What's the matter? I object to your choice of problems. Why is that? It's just a simple riddle, isn't it? That's not a riddle. No, the brain is not the riddle. Quite frankly, you know, some people are into that. Why are you presenting such lewd problems despite the fact that children are present? They're all mermaids.
そんな問題ですって
You're calling my problems that I have no idea what it is you speak of. Do you have a problem with my problems? They're problems, so of course they're problems. Okay, shut up. Question. Ho ho, Hiroto said your brain is showing its rot. Why would you think that this problem is lewd? No matter how you slice it, the answer to the problem is
ユニフォーム交換
changing uniforms. What did you just say?
ユニフォーム
Changing
交換
uniforms during soccer after a match. That would be correct. Yeah, baby. That wasn't a lewd sexual problem.
卑猥がどうとかって
What was all that about lewd now?
そんな風に
Thinking about it that way, Hiroto-san, it could be that you're... No, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. What's lewd? You quit saying things. The priestess smiles in satisfaction. I have spent years together with her, so she seems to be well familiar with this sort of pattern. I'll get my revenge. I'll get my scientific revenge. The next quizzer will be Pedico. Oh no. Pedico's gonna give a problem. Quick little brat, what youth at work? How cute. Worried, why am I so worried?
足す100は
What's 100 plus 100? 200. Okay, that was genuinely funny. Pedico's in utter shock. Darn, you shouldn't have been able to solve that problem unless you have 200 fingers. What if you count the scales? Oni-chan, you're a genius. No, you're not making me happy. Stop that. By the way, Oni-chan, who are you? Yeah, you can stop with that too.
次はイオンさんですね
Well, next up is Ion-san then. Ion contemplates a
当
little.
てられなかったらゴリラレベ
If
ル
you
の
can't get it
問題
right, it will be a gorilla level question. The correct answer is a secret to everybody.
宇宙の果てに
What
は
is at the end of the
何があるで
universe?
しょう
A restaurant! Duh! Unbelievable. I can't believe Ion is speaking in such long sentences. Ion would never say something like this. However, I've heard this problem somewhere once before. Alright, in the chat that has all my friends in it, a friend posted a problem to us. If we couldn't get it right, there was a penalty attached that we had to change our profile pics to gorillas or something like that. I can't remember the answer. Why can't my database draw a conclusion on this? That is to say, I got a Stephen Hawking grade quiz question on our hands. Is she saying that we should solve the mysteries of the universe in regards to gorillas? In regards to gorillas, the universe is ever expansive, so the end doesn't exist. In order to search for the end, you would have to trail it at a speed equal to or greater to its expansion, or search after it started to contract. Hiroto says the gorilla.
ゴリラ
Ah,
お兄ちゃんゴリ
gorilla, you suck. Now I'm suddenly a gorilla. Wait a second, how come?
ラ宇宙の果てに
The
は
end
フ
of
ラ
the
スコの側面があり
universe
ます
is the side of a flask. It is because the universe is nothing more than a laboratory inside of a flask created by an almighty life form. Interesting take. I still think the restaurant idea is more interesting. Why is your brain crafting those epic poetry-esque conspiracy theories again? Where have I read that before? It's a conspiracy theory that I have a recollection of reading somewhere before, but not not scientific, but a long shot, but still. She's wrong, huh?
私
Oh
も
my,
ゴリラ
now I'm a gorilla now too. This isn't an oh my situation, you know. So that's how it feels to live as a gorilla, huh? Feels how exactly? Well, they say male homosexuality is prevalent in gorillas. What? Is it? Huh?
すなわち
Basically, the conclusion that you're
ヒロトさん
turned
も
into a
男爵になっ
sodomite.
たという結論です
What? Okay. Some sodomite don't send me a bucket of poop. Let's see, the sodomite, that's the issue. I don't think using the phrase sodomite is well received by people who are part of the LGBT community. That's just my personal experience. I think it's funny, but I think some people might be offended by that. So just FYI, if you are offended by that, tell me in the comments. It's fine. I cannot come to accept that.
まあご自身
Oh
を
my,
受
you
け
should
止
come
め
to
てあ
grips
げ
with
て
yourself.
く
Now
だ
that you're
さい
reborn as a gorilla, why not devote yourself to male homosexuality? Even if the two males are wrapped together, they're just gorillas in the end, aren't they?
頭の中で擬人
You
化で
can
きますわ
anthropomorphize them in your head. No way, I will not accept that. Oh. Oh dear, this is the first time in my life that Madam and I haven't seen eye to eye on this regard. I never raised you to be like
つ
that.
いにこんな日がやってきたのですわね
This day has finally come, hasn't it, Madam Ito? Ito, I don't know. Ridiculous. The deity and the priestess are having an argument over their preferences in boys' love. This is less than an instant, my once peaceful home has practically become a gorilla preserve. That's when. Is it a secret to everybody? The correct answer is a secret to The correct answer is a secret to everybody means that it's a secret to everybody, right? Yeah, baby. Good job. Good job. You got it. You got it. Yeah. She did say the correct answer is a secret to everybody, didn't she? I remember that chat from back then. Now it was so hard that every chat member really let friend A have it, if I remember correctly. How could I have forgotten that? Ooh. Having Pettico say the correct answer is utterly humiliating. Okay, it's finally my turn. Honestly, I've grown quite bored of this, so we might as well since it's still raining. Alright then, how about I make it easy? It's one I've heard somewhere else before too. Ion is driving a bus. At first there are 5 passengers, but at the next stop 3 passengers get off and 1 get on. At the next stop 1 gets on and one gets on and another 2 gets on. At the next stop no one gets off and only half a person boards. Half your person, you mean half. Now then, how old is the bus driver in this problem? There's silence for a stint. So for this, seeing as how you made the mention that the bus driver's Ion-san's age would be the correct answer, is it not? Rats, you knew this one, huh? Believe it or not, the shrine does get high-speed internet. Yeah! I'm impressed, you foolish human. A literal deity is bragging to me about high-speed internet. The world is done for. Well, Ion is just to say her age, Ion just has to say her age and it's a done deal. I wonder what I should do for my next one. Ion's expression dips. Uh-oh. How old is Ion? What's wrong? My age. Her expressions get dimmer and dimmer. What's going on here? How old am I? What are you talking about? You're the same age as me. It's so obvious. I'm the same age as you, Hiroto? Of course you are. So like I said, that's the moment Rin-san suddenly cuts me off mid-sentence. What? Ion-san. Yeah? Rin-san grabs Ion by the shoulders and looks her straight in the eyes. What on earth is going on here? Please take a deep breath and close your eyes. Rin-san's voice is the lowest I've ever heard it before. Nissan, I'm... Fear spreads throughout Ion's eyes. Who am I? Just now, what did Ion say? Rin-san abruptly turns to me and shouts. Water. Huh? In the bathroom. You have a bathtub here, don't you? Quick, put water in there quickly. Oh, something's actually happening. Oh shit, I wasn't ready for this. I was like, blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Oh, okay. What in the world is going on here? Also, why? Ooh, I love this background. Quit nitpicking and get the lead out. I'm overwhelmed. I dash to the bathroom around a moment to think and start filling it with water. What in the world is happening? Ion just up and forgets her name and starts acting strange. I don't know. Anyway, I'll focus on what I have to do right now. Cold water fills the bathtub. The tremendous sound of water makes hearing anything outside the bathroom nearly impossible. Changing the future and being happy is only at the start. First you'll forget everything, and afterward every person will forget you. Wait, what? Wait, changing the future and being happy is only the start? First you'll forget everything, and afterward every person will forget you. When you become a mermaid, you lose your memories? Interesting. Then you'll turn into bubbles, Mermaid Princess Sama. Huh? Though I think I could hear Pettico saying something nonsensical. I fill the bathtub with water in a positively desperate manner, so much so that I can't even spare a moment to worry about any of what I hear. Oh my god, I actually care about what's happening because I've invested dozens of hours into this. I'll summarize what occurs after that. Oh no, I wanted to see it happen, writers. Just do it. Oh. Rin-san places Ion into the bathtub, keeping the door closed and staying in there for quite a while. I think that she's calling out to Ion for dear life, but I can't quite hear. I attempt asking Pettico what she was talking about before that, but she tells me she doesn't remember. Once Rin-san comes out of the bathroom, she looks at me, simply says, our mermaid has been away from water for a long time, so she's had an episode. Ion comes out completely soaked and apologizes humbly for making a scene. Oh, girl, it's all right. Despite being so wet from all the rain outside that she just got in the water yesterday, what does she Yeah, despite it being so wet from all the rain outside and that she just got in the water yesterday, what does she expect you to believe? Does she expect me to believe that story? I say laying next to Rinsan. Rinsan then says,
今は
right now, this is
こ
all
れ
I
し
can
か
tell
伝
you.
えられない。
Wait, what? Really?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you. The rain outside lets up, however, the clouds have yet to part and still remain. Right now, this is all I can tell you. Then what about eventually? Will you be able to tell me what's going on with Ion? And besides, how did Ion turn into a mermaid in the first place? Good question. How did that happen? I cast my fundamental doubts on them. Rinsen had mentioned that they looked after Ion before. They seem to have the right idea on what to do now as well. Also, they're apparently able to identify what the situation is all about. You know what's going on, right? What's going on with Ion?
イオンさんが
So long as Ion-san
話した
doesn't
がら
wish
な
to
い
speak
限
of
り
it,
は
I can practically hear something snap inside of me. I stand there and treat people like dopes, selling dope. Or once I shout that, Ion cuts in and grabs my shoulders. Let go of me. No. Ion silently stares at me. I can't shake her off. I shouldn't try to shake her off. I don't know. I want to know. Why in the world are you making such a fragile looking face at me? Yes, very fragile looking. Rinsan bows her head. I'm so
ご
sorry.
めんなさい。
Rinsan says that she has no further business and goes back to the shrine with Petiko in tow. I have no reason to try and stop her from going. I just let her proceed home. I'm incapable of anything. I'm scientifically incapable of dealing with this stuff. True. Very true. My mind is a complete blank and it's hard to think about anything. I've lost my composure. But why? Why, though? I don't normally act like this. I might be going funny in the head, but anyway, any way you want to look at it, I've been making myself out to be cool and a composed man of science. No, you haven't. You've been making yourself out to be an asshole. So why am I losing my composure now? Why is my mind in such utter turmoil? The rusted window frame creaks loudly. The rain has let up. The drops of water drip from the eaves of the house. The cloudy sky stays cloudy, however. Off in the distance, I can see Rinsan walking away, leading Petiko by the hand. All right, I did it. I gotta take a break because it's too much. So I'm gonna say farewell. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Stay safe out there, and don't trust anyone, especially not a mermaid. That's all I can say. Oh wow, that was some top notch and surprisingly diverse content from me, Turble Selbor. If you liked that, you should subscribe and comment. And yeah, just remember, gaming's for everybody, not just for like your older brother who has like a neck beard.